Once you have installed the skybow contract management app, you have two different options. If you're an admin, you can install the app directly. If not, you can request a demo. All you have to do is fill out the form and we will set a demo environment for you. This may take a few minutes. Now you can open the demo. To do this, you need to log in with the email address you entered in the form. This is the contract management app. Here you can first generate demo data and then try out all the features. But let's take another step back. For the admins, we will now show you how to install the app directly. First, click on Installation. Log in to your account. Accept the Teams app login for single sign-on. Now you have to complete 5 steps. First, you have to approve the skybow app deployment connector. Click on Approve this tenant. Use a global tenant admin account that has selected site permissions. As soon as you click on Accept, an app registration will be created in your Entra ID in the background. Next, we need to specify a SharePoint site. To do so, we go to the SharePoint Admin Center via the Microsoft Admin Center. Here we go to the active sites and create a new site on which we want to install the contract management app. It doesn't matter which template you use here, because the template will be overwritten by the app anyway. Assign a name. This will later be the name of the app. Choose a site owner, the language, and the time zone. Then the site is created. Search now for the newly created site and copy its URL. Now go back to Teams. Enter the copied URL here and click on Save. Now we can go on to the third step. Here you have to agree to the permissions of the app deployment connector for the current site. To do so, you need PowerShell 7 and the PnP PowerShell module, which you can import first. In the second step, you need to connect to SharePoint Online with PnP. If you have not yet used PnP on your tenant, you must first register a PnP application. You can simply execute this PowerShell command, copy it, go back to your PowerShell, paste it in, and replace the placeholder for the tenant name. You can take this from the SharePoint Admin Center. Again, select a global admin. If you now go back to PowerShell, you will see that it now adds the PnP PowerShell application to your Entra ID. This will give you a client ID, which we will need later on. You have to trust the PnP PowerShell app. Now you can see the client ID. So let's go to the Azure portal. Then go to Microsoft Entra ID. There you will find the app registrations under Manage. Go to All Applications, select PnP PowerShell. Under the API permissions, you can now see which permissions have been assigned and you can change them if necessary. Here you will also find the client ID that we need to connect to PnP and SharePoint Online. This is the same one we have just seen. To connect to SharePoint Online, we just copy this command without the placeholder for the tenant ID and place it in front of the client ID. Then execute the command. This establishes the connection to the site. Select the global admin again here. We can then run the second command. This is the grant PnP Azure AD app site permission. This gives the skybow app deployment connector app full control over the contract management app side. Only this side, nowhere else. After you have clicked on refresh, you will see that the third step has now also been completed. In the next step, we need to create a site collection app catalog. Because we have already done the import and the connect in the previous step, we now only have to execute the third command. This will create a site collection app catalog. If you do not yet have a tenant-wide app catalog, this error message will appear. Then you must first create the tenant app catalog. To do this, you have to go to the SharePoint App Center. Go to More Features and then to Apps. This will automatically generate a global app catalog for you. That's it. You don't need to upload anything here. The app should only be available on the site and not globally. Now execute the same command again. In the last step, we now start the deployment. This may take a few minutes for the app to be deployed to the site. Now we are done. Click on the Home button in the top left corner to go to the app in your team's environment. Here you will see the same solution as in the first step. Of course, you can also create demo data here first and then use all the features of the app. Last but not least, if you want to make the app available to everyone in your organization, you can do this in the Teams Admin Center. Under Apps, you can use a setup policy. This is the global org-wide default policy. If you click on it, you will see the pinned apps. You can now easily add your contract management app here. You can drag and drop the app to the place where it should be available in Teams for everyone in the organization. Once you have saved everything, you can go back to your Teams environment, update it, and then you will find the app for everyone in your organization in the left-hand navigation. This step can take up to a few minutes. Now you've completely done. We hope you enjoy using our app and we wish you happy contract tracking.